Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking every Green Lantern from DC, every human Green Lantern I should say. So I don't even want to waste any time, let's just get into it. Like if you enjoy. So first up, in last place we have Alan Scott, the very first Green Lantern, and I'll be honest, he is my least favorite solely because I know absolutely nothing about him. It's purely my own ignorance. I haven't read any of his comics, I haven't read anything that he's in. He barely exists as a character to me. I routinely forget that he exists. I should read him. I just haven't gotten around to it, so he's in last place, not because he's a bad character, but because I haven't bothered to read anything with him in it. In sixth place, we have Kyle Rayner. This is kind of similar to Alan Scott. I remember I read like probably, I don't even know, like 10 issues from his original run as Green Lantern, and I really couldn't get into it. I tried my best. I heard so many good things about Kyle, and I just don't really care for him. I think he's great as like a rookie with the Justice League, and you know, you can't deny he's had good development because I do know all the changes and all the development and the growth that he has gone through to become a very capable, one of the most capable Lanterns in canon, but I just was not able to get attached to him as a character, and I know that's unpopular, so roast me in the comments, I don't really care. He's cool, he has a great costume, and I love his rookie, like, underdog thing that he had going on before he fully blossomed into a very capable hero. I also love the very, very little that I've seen with his dynamic with Wally West back in the 90s. Number 5, we have Simon Baz, a character that I really do want to like, but they just don't focus on him enough, I think. At least from what I've read, he just doesn't get the love that he should, and it's weird because during the New 52, he appeared like way before Jessica did, and then eventually when they were paired up in their own series, that Green Lantern's comic was kind of more tailored towards Jessica, so he didn't really get a chance to shine even in his partnership series, which was really weird to me. I really like the big opportunity that there was there for diversity to really give like a Muslim hero like a shot, you know? I thought that was pretty cool. I thought, you know, his whole origin, his situation was really great, you know, great start to a character. He's kind of like Finn in Star Wars, where he started off really great and he had so much potential that just hasn't really gone fully realized, and it's a huge shame. It's kind of wasted potential. I wish they would do more with him. I think if anybody should get a solo comic right now under the Green Lantern name, it's him. I would read that in a heartbeat. I think he also has a really cool costume. His whole getup is really unique, really cool. I love that he carried a gun at all times. I thought that was really unique. That really set him apart. Not fully trusting the ring was great potential for his development. They set him up right, and they just didn't really follow through in a way that I really was able to appreciate. Moving on to number 4, we have John Stewart. Everybody, I feel like, loves John Stewart. Ever since the Justice League cartoon, he's just been a big hit with people. You know, the stubborn snarkiness and the semi-egotistical bravado that he has is really... I sound like IGN. What am I? Let me start over. He's a cool ass dude, okay? That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Jesus, let's not get too deep into it here. I love that he's a military man. He's such a hard, like, stubborn, determined soldier who also just works in construction in his off time. I think I remember that in the Green Lantern Corps series where he was just working on architecture. He was just like, it's really cool to have this super competent soldier character that does so much fighting and so much destruction and has so much war experience decide to build in his free time. You know what I mean? It's kind of a similar thing with Simon Baz. I think they should do more with him. He's such a big character, and he's really not utilized that much in the comics. It's really weird to me. Again, he's like a character that's just sitting right there, and he has so much potential. There's so many things that they could do with him that they just don't. It's harder for me to appreciate him when they don't do stuff with him. So he's not higher up on the list because of that, but I do really like him. Alright, then in the number 3 spot, we have Guy Gardner. He's an asshole, and I love an asshole character in comics. The only thing I love more than an asshole character in comics is a asshole character who's a redhead. He's like the DC Eric O'Grady. I just think he's such a moron, but also a really good-hearted guy. He's like that jerk that everybody despises, but when you get that one moment with him, that one vulnerable conversation, you just see him in a whole new light. You know, there's so much to his character that doesn't get showcased enough, in my opinion. They do a great job of establishing him as a dismissive jerk that's part of who he is, but if they could get a little deeper with him more often, I think people would love him as much as I do, so that's why he's in my top 3. Then in the number 2 spot, we have Jessica Cruz. I love Jess so much. There's something about comic characters with the name Jessica where it's just like the character is always a hit. Jessica Jones, Jessica Drew, Jessica Cruz. She is such a personal favorite of mine, even though she's not number 1, because of her battle with anxiety. That's so relatable to me. So like getting to see her go from this like literal hermit that couldn't leave the house for months because she was so anxious to go outside, and see her blossom into this capable hero. I loved that. I loved her journey in Green Lanterns, and getting to see her with the Justice League and all that was just amazing. You know, getting to be proud of her at the end of that series was so cool. She's so good. I love Jessica so much. My only gripe is that DC had a weird obsession with just pairing her up with random characters. Whether it made sense or not, it was like they just didn't quite know what to do with her, so they paired her up with Barry, and then they didn't, and then they paired her up with Simon for no reason, or they had like her whole crush thing with Simon out of the blue, and I don't know why, and I don't even know if there was a point to it, and then she kissed Batman. It was like just, it's so weird. And my absolute favorite in the number 1 spot is Hal Jordan. Love Hal. He's the best. He is the best Green Lantern, and I don't care what anybody says. Everyone wants to say that Kyle is the best, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. Kyle is the best Lantern. Hal Jordan is the best Green Lantern. He's the best. He's the most powerful. He's the most interesting. He's the most complicated. He's the most flawed. He's the most heroic. He's the most arrogant. He's like a mix of everyone else combined. He's a little arrogant. He's super stubborn. He's a little angry. He has trouble forming relationships. He is the best and worst parts of all the other Green Lanterns. A little bit unfair because he has been the prominent Green Lantern for decades. You know, he's at the forefront of most Green Lantern stories, you know, so he gets way more focus. But I think because of that, it's allowed me to love his character even more, just seeing this continued development for decades with like a non-stop ongoing story until Grant Morrison ruined it. I love his refusal to quit. He just embodies willpower. If everyone on Earth has given up, Hal is off-world, you know, so that's why he's my number 1. But yeah, that is my list. Make sure to comment your own down in the comments below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, or dislike if you disagreed. I really don't care. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. And yeah, I will see you later. Thanks for watching.